Ladies and gentlemen, the result of Class 74, which is a Brangus heifer, 8 months and under 12 months. First is catalogue number 181, KDA Jessica 157, exhibited by Brendan Lau. And second is catalogue number 183, Duff Red Honey, exhibited by Duff Red Brangus. I'll now ask our judge, Ben Hill, to comment on this class.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be here today to officiate here in the Brangus ring. I'm really excited about the day, and I hope we have a good afternoon, and hopefully the rain is raining elsewhere and not just here. Look, this first class of heifers, I've gone for the heifer that I think is a really nicely balanced heifer. She's very complete. She's structurally very correct. She walks out nicely, very clean through the underline. Just a really good functional female. The heifer here in second place, she's sort of a little bit more extreme in her growth pattern compared to the heifer that I've got on top. She's a heifer that you've got to really admire for that carcass in her. She's got a very nice clean underline. But it's the overall balance of the heifer in first place that gets her there. The heifer here in third, a heifer that's got a lot of style about her. She's a very nice heifer. She's got some good depth of body. I'd just like to see her a little bit cleaner through that underline to get up further today. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. We now move to Class 75, which is a Brangus heifer 12 months and under 16 months. And we have catalogue numbers 184 to 188 to parade. If there are any further withdrawals, would the exhibitors please advise the stewards? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of Class 75, which is a Brangus heifer, 12 months and under 16 months. First is catalogue number 184, Bulakina, You're Gorgeous, exhibited by Hanson Cattle Co. Second is catalogue number 187, Wiona Olivia, 4462, exhibited by Wiona Brangus Stud. And third is catalogue number Kraken Varsity 391V102, exhibited by Kraken Brangus. I'll now ask our Judge Ben Hill to comment on the class.
Thanks very much for that. Look, an impressive group of females out here in the ring at the moment. There's a few things to consider within them and a few compromises to be made in working through these heifers. The first question I ask myself with this heifer I've got at the top of the class is she indicus enough? And I think she is. She's a heifer with a really kind eye. She's got a lovely feminine head. I'd like to see her perhaps a little bit more refined through the front end, but she's got a tremendous top line. She's got plenty of depth of side. She's very feminine throughout, and a really broody female that I think will go out and do a very good job. The heifer here in second place, a heifer that I do quite like the front end in this heifer, a little better than the heifer I've got at the top of the class. A heifer that I like the depth of body, the spring of rib to her. Just like to change her just a little bit in that hind end setup, but a nice heifer that's functional, that's going to go out there and raise calves year after year. The heifer here in third place, a heifer with a little bit more frame about her. She's a heifer who moves out quite well. A heifer that I just like to see her again, just handle those rear wheels just a little differently than she does. And the other two heifers here, heifers that I really like the depth and capacity of these two heifers, but just not that overall completeness that there are in a couple of the heifers further up the line. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. The next class in is Class 76, which is the Brangus heifer, 16 months and under 20. And we have catalogue numbers 189, 190, 192 and 193 to parade. Thank you. You'll note that catalogue 191 has been withdrawn. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of Class 76, which is Brangus heifer, 16 months to 20 months, or under 20 months. First, catalogue number 193, Bulakina Extravagant, exhibited by Hanson Cattle Company. Second is catalogue number 190, Lazy SMS Edna's Victory, exhibited by Sue Fawcett. And third is catalogue number 192, which is Kraken You Got the Look, exhibited by Kraken Brangus. And I'll now ask our judge Ben Hill to comment on this class.
Thank you very much for that. Look, there's some very nice heifers out here in the ring at the moment. And you could basically go any way with these top three heifers, depending on what you're putting priority and weighting on. The heifer I've gone for at the top of the class, a heifer that I really like for her moderate frame. She's got a tremendous amount of volume to her and capacity. She's a heifer who's on good feet and legs, moves out well, and just a nicely balanced female. The female here in second place, I do really like this heifer for her overall style and femininity. She structurally moves out well. I just thought she was just outdone in hind quarter capacity by the heifer in first place today. The heifer here in third place, a heifer that I really like the look of her. She's got a lovely depth to her. She's got a very nice style and a cow's head that's going to go on and produce well. And the heifer in fourth, just not quite the structural completeness of the three heifers above her. Thank you.
Thanks, Ben. We move now to the judging of the Junior Champion Brangus heifer for 2025, and we'll have catalogue numbers 181, 184 and 193 into the ring. Thank you. Can we have catalogue number 190 into the ring, please, for the judging of the reserve Brangus Junior Champion heifer? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the junior champion Brangus heifer for 2025 is catalogue number 193, which is Bulakina Extravagant, exhibited by Hanson Cattle Co. And the reserve champion is catalogue number 181, which is KD Jessica, exhibited by Brendan Lau. And the heifers will be sashed today by Mr. Tony Perrott, the Minister for Primary Production. And I will ask our Judge Ben Hill to comment on these heifers.
Thanks very much. The heifer I've gone for here as the junior champion is the heifer I believe is the most complete heifer out there. She's a heifer who's feminine. She's got a beautiful wedge shape to her. She's got plenty of depth and capacity, volume. Walks out well, is sound, and just a very, very nice young female. The heifer I've gone for in reserve, I think it's the heifer that is most like the heifer I actually have there as the champion. She's another heifer who's structurally correct. She's very nice through the front end. She has volume capacity to her, and two very nice heifers. And the other two heifers are heifers that you really have to admire for their traits. There's heifers there that are lovely feminine females that are going to be beautiful brood cows, and a power female there from the middle class. Thank you.
Ben, can I grab your autograph for some paperwork, please? Just initials.
Just one more, sorry, Tom. Yeah, that's fine. You sweetie.
Wonderful, thank you so much.
There you go. See you later.
Yeah, I'll hang around with you after that.
Good. Righto. Yes. Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we move on now to the judging of the junior Brangus bull for 2025, commencing with Class 77, which is a bull 8 months and under 12 months. We've got catalogue numbers 194, 196 and 197, and I understand that catalogue number 195 has been withdrawn. Ladies and gentlemen, please note that catalogue number 197 has been withdrawn as well. And for those of you who would like the information, there are weight sheets here at the marquee. They're available to anyone who wants to come up and take one. Catalogue number 194 weighs 459 kgs with P8 and rib fat measurements of 5 and 4 millimetres and an eye muscle area of 101 square centimetres. Catalogue number 196 weighs 473 kgs with P8 and rib fat measurements of 9 and 6 millimetres and an eye muscle area of 85 square centimetres. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of Class 77, which is Brangus Bulls, 8 months and under 12 months. First is catalogue number 194, Bullakina Youngblood, exhibited by Hanson Cattle Co. And second is catalogue number 196, KD Django, exhibited by Brendan Lau. I'll now ask our judge, Ben Hill, to comment on these two bulls.
The young bull I've gone for in first place here is a bull that you have to really admire for his carcass attributes. You can see it in the flesh, also in his data there. He's got a tremendous amount of muscle down through his top line. He moves on very sound feet and legs, and I really like the scrotal setup in him for a young bull. Clean, very well made, nicely shaped. The bull in second place, the bull who stands over a bit more ground, probably going to be the type of bull that will produce some pretty handy females, and I do prefer the sheath set up in that bull in second place. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. Ladies and gentlemen, please note that there are no entries in Class 78, which is Brangus Bull 12 months and under 16. So we move then to Class 79, which is Brangus Bull 16 months and under 20. And we'll have catalogue numbers 198, 200 and 201 to parade. Thank you. Please note that catalogue number 199 has been withdrawn. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of Class 79, which is a Brangus bull 16 months and under 20 months. First is catalogue number 198, Lazy S. Kruger, exhibited by Sue Fawcett. And second is catalogue number 201, Lazy S. Jabiru, exhibited by Sue Fawcett. I'll ask our judge, Ben Hill, to now comment on this class.
Thank you, Bill. Look, two bulls here at the start of this class that are fairly similar in their type. I've just gone for the bull that I believe's got a little bit more balance to him. I like his refinement through that shoulder. He's very smooth through the point of the shoulder. He's got plenty of depth and capacity to him, and a very sound bull who walks out well. Bull in second place has got a little bit more power and punch to him, this bull. He scans with a bit more EMA. But just not quite the refinement through that front end that there is in the bull in first place. Bull in third place here is a bull with some muscularity to him, good clean sheath, just a bit overdone by the depth of the two bulls above him. Thank you.
Thanks, Ben. We move now to the judging of the Junior Champion Brangus Bull for 2025. And we have catalogue numbers 194 and 198 parading. Can we have catalogue number 201 into the ring, please, for the judging of the Reserve Junior Champion Brangus Bull for 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, the junior champion Brangus Bull for 2025 is catalogue number 198, which is Lazy S. Kruger, exhibited by Sue Fawcett, and the reserve champion is catalogue number 194, which is Bullakina Youngblood, exhibited by Hanson Cattle Co. We have Mr. Reese Innes from Marcella Ultrablacks at Gameri sashing these two bulls, and our judge, Mr. Ben Hill, will now comment on the bulls.
Thanks, Bill. Look, I've gone with the older bull here as the junior champion. This is a bull that I really like for his balance, overall eye appeal. He's got a nice size head on him. He's very smooth made through the front end. He's got a lot of depth and capacity to him and moves out well. A bull that, just a very attractive, complete young sire. In coming up with the reserve, the two bulls that I had out there to choose from, both whilst different in their type, quite similar in their makeup. I've gone for the younger bull, just a tremendous amount of carcass in him, very good shape, and very nice foot structure and scrotal structure. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we move on now to the judging of the senior Brangus cow or heifer for 2025, and we'll have class 80, which is a heifer 20 months and under 24 months, and catalogue numbers 202 to 204 parading. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of Class 80, which is the Brangus heifer, 20 months and under 24 months. First is catalogue number 203, Kraken U2 Peaches, exhibited by Kraken Brangus. And second is catalogue number 204, Bulakina Zena, exhibited by Dan and Megan Lamb. Our judge, Ben Hill, will now comment on the class.
Thanks very much, Bill. Two very nice females to lead off this class. Class 8. This heifer I've gone for at the top of the class. I just really like the femininity of her. She's very nice and refined through that front end without being frail. She's got plenty of strength down that top line and plenty of volume and capacity to her. The heifer here in second place, the heifer that you really have to like for the style of her. She's a very wedgie-shaped female. She's developing very well. Just the heifer that beat her there today, just a little bit more refined through that front end, but another very nice heifer with plenty of volume and capacity to her. The heifer here in third place, a nice sound heifer who's got some depth about her, just a bit outclassed by the two other heifers. Thank you.
Thanks, Ben. You'll note that there is no entry in Class 81, which is cow or heifer 24 months and under 30. So we move now to Class 82, which is a Brangus cow 30 months and under 36 months, with catalogue numbers 206, 207 and 208 to parade. You'll note that catalogue number 209 has been withdrawn. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of Class 82, which is a Brangus cow, 30 months and under 36 months. First, catalogue number 207, Kraken Miss Hippo, exhibited by Kraken Brangus. And second is catalogue number 208, Wiona Maggie, exhibited by Wiona Brangus Stud. Our judge, Ben Hill, will now comment on the class.
Thank you, Bill. Gone for the cow here in the front of this class, who I believe's got the most complete cow for balance, structure, depth and capacity, and has a really good udder attachment, really nice teeth size, and a really functional cow. The cow here in second place got an older calf. She's calved younger. You've got to give her credit for that. She's got plenty of tremendous length of body. She's a nicely profiled female, just not quite the depth and capacity to get her above the cow in first place. The red cow in third place, a cow that's that's pretty in her makeup. She's got plenty of length about her, obviously milking quite well there and doing a nice job, but not quite the freeness of movement of the two cows above her. Thank you.
Ben, did you want some water already? Do you want some water?
Thanks, Ben. We move now to Class 83, which is a Brangus cow, 36 months and under 60. And we'll have catalogue numbers 210 to 214 parading. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of Class 83, which is a Brangus cow, 36 months and under 60. First is catalogue number 212, Lazy S. Edna, 16th, exhibited by Sue Fawcett. Second is catalogue number 214, Bullakina Velvet, exhibited by Hanson Cattle Co. And third is Kraken Kylie, exhibited by Kraken Brangus. I'll now ask our judge Ben Hill to comment on the class.
Thank you, Bill. The cow I've gone for at the front of this class is the cow that I believe has the greatest functional longevity. She's a cow who's extremely correct. She's fairly fault-free, moves well, and you can see is doing a tremendous job on a calf. She's got a really long body type, and you can see with the calf that she has the ability to produce exactly what you want. The next three cows are cows who I really admire the body type of, love the depth, love the functionality of them. Just some little things there that I'd like to tidy up in each of them. The cow here in second place is a cow who's big, she's powerful, she's got depth and volume. Just not quite the complete structural package of the cow in first place. Cow in third place is a cow with a fair bit of style about her. She's got a very nice front end. She's really deep through that hind quarter in a nice wedgy shape. I'd just like to have her a little bit cleaner in that udder area. The red cow here is a cow who, when she comes out of the ring on body type, fantastic and a beautiful udder. Really nice teat placement and teats. And another cow there at the end of the line who's got some real depth and functionality to her, just not quite as refined in that udder area as the other cows. Thank you.
Thanks, Ben. Shortly we'll move to the judging of the senior champion Brangus cow or heifer for 2025, and we'll have catalogue numbers 203, 207 and 212 to parade. Thank you. we'll have catalogue number 214 into the ring for the judging of the reserve senior champion Brangus cow or heifer. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior champion Brangus cow or heifer for 2025 is catalogue number 212, Lazy S. Edna 16th, exhibited by Sue Fawcett, and the reserve champion is catalogue number 203, which is Kraken U2 Peaches, exhibited by Kraken Brangus, and the cows are being sashed here today by Tony Perrott, Minister for Primary Production. Ben? Do you want to speak to them? Our judge, Ben Hill, will now comment on these two cows.
Okay, I don't know who that is.
I've gone with the cow and calf here as the senior champion. A female who's extremely functional. She walks out well and doing a tremendous job on that calf. The calf really does show you what the cow is capable of, and that's quite an impressive unit. The heifer I've put up here is the reserve, a female that I really like the profile and make of this female. She's, to me at this stage, looks like she's got the nutter development that should turn out very nicely, really refined teats, good depth of side and plenty of volume too. Thank you.
Thanks, Ben. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we move now to the judging of the Grand Champion Brangus cow or heifer for 2025. And we'll have catalogue numbers 193 and 212 into the yard, into the ring. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the grand champion Brangus cow heifer for 2025 is catalogue number 193, which is Bulakina Extravagant PP, exhibited by Hanson Cattle Co. And it's being sashed here today by Fiona Barlow from Triple B Brangus at Dingo. It also receives the Elders Shield of Excellence, presented here today by Anthony Bull from Elders Studstock. I'll ask our judge, Ben Hill, to comment on the cow.
Thank you, Bill. Look, I've gone with the heifer here as the grand champion. This is an excellent example of the breed. She's a female with extreme function. She's got depth and volume. She's really well made throughout. She walks out well. A female who I think is going to have a very good udder underneath her once she does carve out, and just an extremely nice young female. I was just saying to the exhibitor of the cow there that it'd be very interesting to see this heifer with a calf at foot in the future and that heifer calf come up against her the same as today. Thank you.
Stuart. E-double-L-E-M, is it? Yep. Yep. Thanks. Thanks, Stuart. Now, as well as the Elders Shield of Excellence, which the RNA is most appreciative of support over the many years, and presented here today by Anthony Bull from Elders Studstock, and we have Stuart Elm from International Animal Products to make a presentation as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we move on now to the judging of the senior Brangus bulls for 2025. commencing with Class 84, which is a Brangus bull 20 months and under 22 months. And we'll have catalogue number 216 to parade. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of Class 84, which is the Brangus bull 20 months and under 22, is catalogue number 216, Bullockina Extreme, exhibited by Hanson Cattle Co. And our judge, Mr. Ben Hill, will comment on this bull in the later judging. So we move now to Class 85, which is the Brangus bull, 22 months and under 24 months. We'll have catalogue numbers 219, Weona Nashville, exhibited by Weona Brangus Stud, and catalogue number 220 to parade now. Thank you. Catalogue number 219 weighs 734 kgs with a P8 and rib fat measurements of 9 and 7 millimetres and an eye muscle area of 128 square centimetres. And catalogue number 220 weighs 786 kgs with P8 and rib fat measurements of 10 and 7 millimetres and an eye muscle area of 138 square centimetres. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of Class 85, which is a Brangus bull 22 months and under 24 months. First is catalogue number 220, Weona, Nebraska, exhibited by Weona Brangus stud. And second is catalogue number 219, Weona, Nashville, exhibited by Weona Brangus stud. Our judge, Mr. Ben Hill, will now comment on these bulls.
Thank you, Bill. Look, the bull I've got here at the first in this class is a bull that I really like the style of. He's very complete. He walks out well. He's smooth and balanced and made pretty right in every way. A very good bull. And when you look at his scan data, it doesn't lie. It tells you that there's a heap of muscle in that bull and just a really good calf. Bull in second place. Bull that you've got to admire for the muscle pattern of him. Earlier maturity pattern. If you're doing a job where you're selling weaners or younger cattle, this bull's going to do a fantastic job of doing that and give you calves that will be eye appealing at an early age. Thank you.
Thanks, Ben. We move now to Class 86, which is a Brangus bull, 24 months and under 30 months. And I believe we've got catalogue numbers 221 to 223 to parade. Thank you.
That previous one was 220, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then 218.
Didn't they say we need to be finished by 5 o'clock or something?
Yeah. It's only 3:24.
Yeah, I know.
We're going all right.
I know.
And there's only 2.
Exactly. That's the bonus.
That's the bonus. 222.
So 222,
222, I think.
22,
And 223. No, you're right. Yep.
Brangus. 223. Right, good to go, Ben. You'll talk to them? Ladies and gentlemen, the result of Class 86, which is a Brangus bull, 24 months and under 30 months. First is catalogue number 222, Duff Red Umbira U550, exhibited by Duff Red Brangus. And second is catalogue number 223, KDA Iceman 140, exhibited by Brendan Lau. Our judge, Ben Hill, will now comment on these bulls.
The bull I've gone for here at the lead of this class is the bull I really like the type of this bull. He's got plenty of depth and volume, structurally very sound throughout his skeletal structure and down through his legs. The bull here in second place, a little bit more weight. Bull that for a certain job will do a great job of that. He's got a nice scrotal set up there and moves out well. The bull here in third place, just not quite as refined through the front end as the two bulls above him. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. We now have Class 87 to parade, thank you, which will be the Brangus bull 30 months and under 42, with catalogue numbers 224 to 226 to parade, thank you. Catalogue number 224 weighs 914 kgs with P8 and rib fat measurements of 13 and 10 millimetres, an eye muscle area of 128 square centimetres. Catalogue 225 weighs 948 kgs, P8 and rib fat measurements of 13 and 10 millimetres, and an eye muscle area of 136 square centimetres. And catalogue number 226 weighs 1,014 kgs with P8 and rib fat measurements of 12 and 10 millimetres and an eye muscle area of 132 square centimetres. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of Class 87, which is a Brangus bull 30 months and under 42 months. First is catalogue number 224, Juaran Tardis PP, exhibited by the Galloway Cattle Company. And second is catalogue number 226, Lazy S Incredible, exhibited by Sue Fawcett. And I'll ask our judge, Ben Hill, now to comment on these bulls.
Thanks, Bill. Look, I've gone for the bull here that's an attractive profile bull. He walks out well, sound in his feet, and a very good sheath and scrotal setup. A bull that also has a really good top to him. He's got plenty of eye muscle area and a size outlook. The bull in second place, a bull with a tremendous amount of volume and capacity. I'd just like to see him perhaps a little tidier through that sheath to get over the bull in first place. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. We'll move now to the judging of the Senior Champion Brangus Bull for 2025. And we'll have catalogue numbers 216, 220, 222 and 224 to parade. Thank you. Can we have catalogue number 219 out there for the judging of the Reserve Senior Champion Brangus Bull? Ladies and gentlemen, the result of the senior champion Brangus Bull for 2025 is catalogue number 220, which is Wiona, Nebraska, exhibited by Wiona Brangus Stud. And the reserve champion is catalogue number 216, Bullakina Extreme, exhibited by Hanson Cattle Co. Our judge, Mr. Ben Hill, will now comment on these bulls.
Thank you, Bill. For the senior champion bull here, I've gone with the most complete, well-balanced, structurally correct bull in the group. He's a bull that has some sire appeal. He's very cleanly made. He's got a big EMA. Very good through his feet, and very good in that scrotal setup. So just, for my mind, a bull that I found fairly easily here today. The younger bull that's come in as the reserve, a bull that you really do have to admire for the growth and power about him. He just doesn't quite have that sire appeal through the head of the bull that I've got as the champion. But all in all, a quite well made bull with plenty of depth and a big lot of volume through that hind quarter. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. And the bull is being sashed here at the moment by Vicky Hansen from Bullakina Brangus at Theodore. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have the judging of the Grand Champion Brangus Bull for 2025, and we have catalogue numbers 198 and 220 parading. Ladies and gentlemen, the Grand Champion Brangus Bull for 2025 is catalogue 220, which is Wiona, Nebraska, exhibited by Wiona Brangus stud, and he'll be sashed here this afternoon by Kate Bosshammer from JK Cattle Co at Condamine. I'll now ask our judge, excuse me, Ben Hill, to comment on the bull.
Thank you, Bill. Look, this bull, to my mind, is a fairly easy winner here. The two bulls that I've got out there were of a similar style and type, but the overall completeness of this bull, his eye appeal, the fact that he's on a great set of feet and legs, the fact that he's really well set up in that scrotal area, and just an eye appealing, very complete bull. Thank you.
Thanks, Ben, and please note, ladies and gentlemen, that the Grand Champion Bull receives the Elders Shield of Excellence, presented here for all breeds every year, and the RNA is most appreciative of that support, and it'll be presented here today by Anthony Bell from Elders Studstock, and there also is some product from International Animal Health as part of the championship. Ladies and gentlemen, we move on now to the judging of the Brangus groups, and commencing with Class 88, which is a pair of Brangus bulls, bred and owned by the exhibitor and must have been entered in the general classes. Now, I understand that we have catalogue numbers 227, 228 and 229 to parade. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of Class 88, which is a pair of Brangus bulls, bred and owned by the exhibitor and entered in the general classes. And first is catalogue number 229, I think. Yeah. Exhibited by Riona Brangus Stud, and second is catalogue number 227, exhibited by Galloway Cattle Co. Our judge, Ben Hill, will now comment on this group.
Thank you, Bill. Look, at the top of the class here, we've got two classes, pairs of bulls. I've gone for the black bulls as the winner of the class, just for their overall completeness, their similarity in type. They're nice bulls with big tops, good feet and legs, and walk out well. The two red bulls, a bit bigger growth bulls, got a bit more stretch and power to them, but just not quite as correct as the two bulls that place above them. Thank you.
Thanks, Ben. Moving now to Class 89, which is the breeders group, and that consists of three animals, both sexes to be represented, bred and owned by the exhibitor. And can we have catalogue numbers 230 to 234 to parade, please? If there are any withdrawals, please advise one of the stewards. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of Class 89, which is the Brangus Breeders Group, 3 animals of both sexes to be represented, bred and owned by the exhibitor. And first in that class is catalogue 231, exhibited by Wiona. Well, let's 231, exhibited by Wiona Brangus Stud. Second is catalogue number 230, exhibited by Sue Fawcett. And third is catalogue number 233, exhibited by Brendan Lau. And our judge, Ben Hill, will soon comment on this class.
Thank you, Bill. Look, the group I've gone for to lead this out of a group that we've got the pair of bulls at the front of it, and a really nice functional cow there at the back who's structurally correct and fits in with the bulls well. The group in second place sort of tell a story. The two bulls are a little bit different in type, but the cow pulls them together. And the group here I've put in third place, very similar in type, and yes, yeah, very similar in type. You can see what's happening there. And the other groups, there's some very good individuals within the groups, but just a little bit different in type with some of them. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we move now to the final class of the Brangus judging for 2025, and that's Class 90, Progeny Stakes Group, and that comprises 3 animals owned by the exhibitor with both sexes to be represented and all the progeny of one sire or dam. So I understand we'll have catalogue numbers 235 and 237 to parade. Catalogue number 236 has been withdrawn. So can we have those entries in Class 90 ready to parade as soon as possible? Thank you. That's catalogue numbers 235 and 237. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of Class 90, which is the Brangus Progeny Stakes Group, that's represented or comprising 3 animals owned by the exhibitor with both sexes represented and all progeny of one sire or dam. And first is catalogue number 237, exhibited by Hanson Cattle Co. And second is catalogue number 235, exhibited by Ultrared Brangus. Our judge Ben Hill will now comment on these groups.
Thanks, Bill. Look, 2 groups out here that I really like the body type of both groups. You can see what the sire's doing in both groups. The group I've gone for in first place, it's just that freedom of movement, their ability to walk out that gets them there into first. They're easy moving, functional. The red group, a group that I really do like the body type of. They're thick, they're meaty, and they've got some depth. Just not quite as free moving as the group that are here in first.
Thanks, Ben. That concludes our Brangus cattle judging for 2025. On behalf of the RNA, I'd like to very much thank the exhibitors for their assistance here today. I realise that we had a late start and that was posed its own difficulties, and I do apologise for that. On behalf of the RNA, also, I would like to thank the stewards who've worked here consistently all day to assist to get the cattle into the ring. It makes the judges' work so much easier. And I'd like to thank Ben Hill for his time in the ring here today and his informative comments. Thank you all for your attendance. I would ask the exhibitors to move your stock out as soon as you can. The Ultra Reds and the Ultra Blacks still have to remain, I believe. I understand that. Ladies and gentlemen, we have moved on very quickly, I realise, to the judging of the Ultrablack and Ultra Red. And our judge here today is Mr. Ben Hill. He's been kept busy all afternoon with the Brangus and has moved straight along to the Ultrablacks. And Ben is from Bulliac Angus Stud at Miles and been a registered cattle stud breeder for 30 years. So we have, as the junior heifer entry in class 379, a heifer 8 months and under 16 months, catalogue number 1133. And the junior bull is also being paraded. That's class 382 bull, 16 months and under 20 months, with catalogue number 1134. Ladies and gentlemen, our judge, Mr. Ben Hill, will now comment on these two entries.
Whatever they, yes. Thank you, Bill. Ladies and gentlemen, for efficiency, we'll speak on both animals here at the same time. Look, the young heifer there, this is a heifer that you've really got to admire for cleanliness through the front end, and on an exceptionally good set of feet and legs. Very sound in her hoof structure, and as she develops, she'll end up being a very nice female. She's going to get, you can see she's going to get some depth as she gets older, but really clean fronted and very, very good feet and leg structure. The young bull, he's got a little bit more scale about him. He's very clean through that front end, moves out reasonably well. He's nicely made in his length and depth. Could like to see him probably have a little bit more shape from him behind, but a bull that you really do have to like for the style of him and that cleanliness through the front end and shoulder setup. Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, in the Ultrablack and Ultrared entries for 2025, we have catalogue number 1133, which takes out first place, N-Bar, well earned, exhibited by Dan and Megan Lamb. Now, as there are no further female entries, that heifer also receives the Grand Champion Cow or Heifer award, and in terms of the junior bull, catalogue number 1134, which is Lazy S Currajong, exhibited by Sue Fawcett, he also receives the senior bull award, the Grand Champion bull for 2025. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, both of these classes receive also product from international animal health, and the RNA is most appreciative of your support here today. So, ladies and gentlemen, that also concludes the Ultrablack and Ultrared judging for 2025. Again, I would like to thank the exhibitors very much for their assistance here today, and to our stewards, thanks so much for helping not only earlier in the afternoon but in the final stages here today. Thank you for your attendance, ladies and gentlemen, and we would ask that you clear the ring as quickly as you can, because I understand that there's fairly big machinery is moving in here very soon. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 70 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards, August 16 at 12 p.m. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated. A bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL agent. The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 70 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards, August 16 at 12 p.m. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated. A bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL. The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 70 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards, August 16 at 12 p.m. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated. A bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL agent.